The Boeing B-29 Superfortress was not only one of the most advanced bombers of World War II, but also a pivotal asset that transformed aerial warfare and strategic bombing doctrine. Developed at an enormous cost, over $3 billion, more than the Manhattan Project itself, it was a marvel of engineering that introduced features never before seen in a combat aircraft. Its fully pressurized fuselage allowed crew members to operate comfortably at altitudes above 30,000 feet, a critical advantage in avoiding anti-aircraft fire and enemy interceptors. The B-29 centralized fire control system, designed by General Electric, was revolutionary. It featured analog computers and electrically operated gun turrets that could be controlled remotely by gunners inside the aircraft, giving it unmatched defensive capabilities for its time. Its four Wright R-3350 engines, though powerful, were also notoriously complex and prone to overheating, especially in early models, which led to numerous accidents during development and initial deployment. With a maximum speed of over 350 miles per hour, a service ceiling of nearly 32,000 feet, and a range exceeding 3,200 miles, the B-29 could fly farther, faster, and higher than any other bomber of its class, giving it a decisive edge in long-range missions. In comparison to the B-17 Flying Fortress, which was rugged and successful in Europe, the B-29 had nearly double the range and carried heavier payloads, while the British Avro Lancaster, though capable of lifting massive bomb loads including the Grand Slam bombs, lacked the high-altitude performance and pressurization of the B-29. The German Heinkel He-177, Germany's only long-range heavy bomber, suffered from design flaws and mechanical unreliability, failing to reach the level of operational success that the B-29 achieved. Deployed primarily in the Pacific Theater due to its strategic range, the B-29 initially took part in Operation Matterhorn, launching bombing raids from Chinese airfields against Japan. However, it was from the Mariana Islands, especially Tinian and Saipan, that the B-29 began its most significant operations. General Curtis LeMay, who took command of the XXI Bomber Command, shifted tactics from high-altitude precision bombing to low-level nighttime incendiary raids, exploiting the B-29's range and bomb load to devastating effect. These raids culminated in the firebombing of Tokyo on March 9 to 10, 1945, where over 1,600 tons of incendiaries destroyed 16 square miles of the city and caused the deaths of an estimated 100,000 people, making it the single deadliest bombing raid in history. The B-29's most iconic missions were the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. The aircraft Enola Gay dropped the first atomic bomb, Little Boy, on Hiroshima on August 6, and 3 days later, Boxcar dropped Fat Man on Nagasaki, events that led directly to Japan's unconditional surrender. In the post-war period, the B-29 was modified into several variants, including the B-29D, later redesignated B-50, and was used for weather reconnaissance, electronic intelligence, and even as a mothership for experimental aircraft such as the Bell X-1, which broke the sound barrier in 1947. During the Korean War, the B-29 was initially dominant in strategic bombing roles, targeting North Korean infrastructure and supply lines, but the emergence of Soviet MiG-15 jet fighters soon exposed its vulnerability, forcing the Air Force to limit its missions to nighttime operations. Despite being surpassed by jet bombers like the B-47 and B-52, the B-29's impact on air warfare was profound. It combined range, payload, altitude, and technology in a way that redefined the capabilities of strategic bombers and set a new standard for military aviation. Its legacy is not only marked by the cities it bombed but by the technological and doctrinal foundations it laid for the Cold War era and beyond.